The Young and the Restless Spoilers for days. The headlines of several prominent newspapers have been abuzz with chilling mentions of Daisy Carter and Sheila Carter, two notorious figures hailing from Los Angeles. To the residents of Genoa City, these names evoke a sense of fear and unease. Two women known for their cold-blooded ruthlessness, manipulation, and the trail of devastation they've left behind. But now, the focus is on something far more personal and far more sinister. Their determination to reclaim Lucy, Daniel Romolotti's daughter. Years ago, Daniel and Heather Stevens fought hard to strip Daisy of her parental rights and secure Lucy's safety, fearing the dangerous influence of both Daisy and her mother, Sheila. After all, Daisy's history of arson, kidnapping, and attempted murder, combined with Sheila's violent and manipulative past, left no room for trust. For a long time, it seemed Daniel had won the battle, shielding Lucy from their malevolent clutches. But that victory was short-lived. Now, Daisy and Sheila are back, and they want what they believe is rightfully theirs. Lucy. To them, Lucy isn't just a child. She represents the legacy of control and power they've been deprived of. The fact that Heather played a role in Lucy's adoption has made her a prime target for their vengeance. And though Heather is now dead, her murder remains shrouded in mystery. Could Daisy and Sheila be the ones responsible for Heather's death? Given their violent history and their motive, believing that Heather was the final obstacle standing between them and Lucy, it's not hard to imagine that these two women could have resorted to murder. But there's something about the way they operate that makes this theory far more complicated than a straightforward revenge killing. Daisy and Sheila aren't impulsive killers. They're calculating, intelligent, and masters of manipulation. They don't just kill. They scheme, they orchestrate, and they destroy lives without ever getting their hands dirty. It's no surprise, then, that the elaborate trap framing Sharon Newman as Heather's murderer has the hallmarks of their handiwork. For Daisy and Sheila, framing Sharon wasn't just about revenge. It was about laying the groundwork for something bigger. By shifting the focus onto Sharon, they've successfully distracted everyone from the real motive, reclaiming Lucy. With Sharon's mental state in question and her reputation as a suspect solidified, Daisy and Sheila have taken control of the narrative, pulling the strings from behind the scenes. However, proving that Daisy and Sheila are behind Heather's murder is no easy task. There is no direct evidence linking them to the crime, at least, not yet. And that's what makes them so dangerous. They've honed their ability to strike from the shadows, leaving others to take the fall for their actions. Sharon, already vulnerable and unstable, became the Detective Chance Chancellor, the lead investigator on Heather's case, finds himself stuck in a web of confusion. Despite his experience and sharp instincts, he's been misled at every turn. His focus drawn towards Daniel as the prime suspect. Sharon's erratic behavior and the circumstantial evidence have convinced him that she's involved, or at least complicit, in Heather's death. And with Daniel's emotional outbursts and his strained relationship with Sharon, it's easy for Chance to believe that Daniel could have acted out of rage, killing Heather in a fit of passion. But as the days go by, Chance begins to feel the pressure. Something isn't adding up. Despite the mounting evidence against Daniel, there's a gnawing suspicion in the back of Chance's mind that he's being played. And he's right, because behind the scenes, Daisy and Sheila are moving the pieces of this deadly game with the precision of master tacticians. What happens next changes everything. Daisy and Sheila, who had been operating in the shadows, finally make their presence known. Their sudden appearance in Genoa City sends shockwaves through the town, reigniting old fears and casting a new light on the investigation. Chance, who had been so certain about Daniel's guilt, is now forced to reconsider everything he thought he knew. With Daisy and Sheila back in the picture, the theory that Sharon was manipulated into becoming the prime suspect gains traction. Could it be that these two women orchestrated the entire scenario, using Sharon's fragile mental state to their advantage? After all, Sharon has a history of blackouts and erratic behavior, perfect conditions for Daisy and Sheila to exploit. But the most critical question remains: did Daisy and Sheila kill Heather? On the surface, it seems entirely plausible. Heather's death conveniently removed the woman who had played a significant role in keeping Lucy away from Daisy. And Sheila, who has never hesitated to eliminate anyone standing in her way, would certainly see Heather's death as a necessary step in securing her daughter's future. Still, there's no concrete evidence tying them to the crime. And that's exactly how Daisy and Sheila operate, leaving just enough doubt, just enough plausible deniability to keep themselves free from suspicion while ensuring their enemies are destroyed. Chance, now faced with the daunting task of unraveling this complex web, must tread carefully. The stakes have never been higher, and the real killers remain at large, manipulating events with terrifying precision. If he's to uncover the truth, he'll need to dig deeper, look beyond the obvious, and recognize that he's been dancing to Daisy and Sheila's tune all along. But will Chance be able to expose the true masterminds before it's too late? Or will Daisy and Sheila, as they've done so many times before, slip away unscathed, leaving behind a trail of broken lives